Hello, hello, and happy Thursday. How are you all doing today? What's going on? I apologize that the commands did not run through. Don't fear. I did manually distribute y'all's rewards, Zeppy. You did get a super secret cat autograph for being first. And everybody did get manually added blankets. So your blanket counts still went up even though the command didn't go through. But hello everyone. Hello Zeppy and Ellie and Meg and Peach. It's good to see y'all again. How you doing? Megs, welcome in. Thanks for collecting your daily blanket. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late. I laid down to cuddle with the cats after getting home from work and I fell asleep. So, can you blame me? They're so freaking cuddly. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yeah, I'm talking about you, cuddly boy. Um, yeah, apparently I needed the sleep. So, then I like woke up and I was like, "Oh shoot, I'm late." Right? True cat naps. True cat naps. Thank you for the lurk, Peach. I hope you are doing well too. Um, what are we playing today? We are playing Sims 4. We gotta finish up Winter 1309 tonight. So we are going back into Decades to finish off the last 4 days, the Wednesday through Saturday here with our family. It should be pretty chill. Pun not intended. Um, just because we don't really have any events happening this season. So we're just kind of going through a lot of the motions. I know that's not super exciting. I don't really have any plot lines working right now for this season. Um, I mean, but think about that. That's kind of like real life too. I mean, I feel like we all have some years in our life that are a little like nothing really particular happened that year. You know what I mean? Like James was born this year in the family, but like not a lot has happened in the family this year. And I think like you have years like that throughout a family history where it's like not a lot going on, just kind of the same old, same old. You feel like you're grinding in your own life right now? Yeah. No, I get that. Exactly. Sometimes there are times in life that are just a little bit of a grind, and that's okay. We can still hang out and chat while we get through these last few days. Because the plan is still to start 1310 on Saturday. That is the goal. So we got to get through these days tonight. Tomorrow I have like a co-working stream scheduled that I will also be doing background work for Decades during. So if you want to know about like the NPC management and stuff and also be a productive bean or either or, tomorrow afternoon, that is what I'm doing on stream. Tally, welcome in love. Thanks for being here, collecting your blanket. How you doing? Do you have any fun plans for the weekend? Streaming on Saturday. I'm getting lunch with a friend on Sunday. I'll probably go see my parents for dinner tomorrow. But other than that, not really. You're okay? Okay. Um, but yeah, so that's what we're doing tonight. We're getting through winter, and then tomorrow is co-working slash background work for Decades. It's when because in between winter and spring is when I age up all the NPCs that are due to age up. That way we continue to see like phasing generations, and also like I need to get some of them married to each other, so I need to do a little bit of that. I need to pair a couple of them up and see what all's there. All right. Let's go into the game. It is like middle of the night. I'm trying to get everybody into bed. Where's the baby? James? Invisible baby. Are you Jack Jack? Should we have named you Jack? And Simon passes out. Okay. Invisible baby is back. Or rather, not invisible anymore. Everyone go to bed. Everyone go to bed. We will deal with stinky diapers and whatnot later. Let's see. Least favorite age in The Sims? I'm sorry, they're cute, but it's gotta be infants. I, ugh. I have a hard time when they're that small and like, or just plain newborn phase, like when they're like so little and they can't take care of themselves at all is just so hard. Told you to go to bed. Everybody go to bed. Go to bed. Everybody sleep, please. There we go. All right, Alice, come take care of the baby. He is very stinky. Famine is in 1315. Technically, it kind of starts in the autumn of 1314, but everyone just says, like, officially it starts in 15. And why do I say it technically kind of begins in 14? That is because the famine kind of happened as a result of certain weather patterns in 1314. Um so yeah, I have notes in my little spreadsheet and everything that make note of like because there was like a bunch of heavy rain throughout the autumn and winter. Come on. What is wrong with you? Do I need to reset you? Here. Um, honey, why aren't you doing it? The baby is right there. Oh my god. But yeah, so like 13, 14, technically we have some like weak harvests as a result of like heavy rain and flooding. Oh, it's Adam's fault. It's always Adam's fault. No, get out of the way. You're not bottle feeding. Get out of the way and let Alice do her thing. Finally. I think I'm gonna change playlists. Wonder if there's like a medieval winter playlist. Oh, there is. Somebody did make a medieval winter Hamlet playlist, but it is not very long. But we'll try it. Oh, geez. Thought I'd fixed my last issues. Hopefully this doesn't. I mean, worst case scenario, I won't end stream. I will just switch games. But hopefully we don't have to do that. Let's see. Fucking. Okay, it looks like there might be a slightly more. A slightly newer version of MC Command Center. We got blizzard going on outside. Okay, it's already locked. All right. Put James here and then make some stew, please. Okay. Yeah, we are just about 5 years out from the start of the famine, um, which will take approximately 2.5 months. Given our current rate of progress is about 2 years per month. So currently we'd be looking at probably middle of October when we hit the famine. Unless something happens to speed up or delay that. I know, my progress is slow, but it is what it is. I cannot afford to be doing this all the time. I have to actually go work a boring corporate job in my off time. Well, this is my off time, I should say. In my off stream time, perhaps, but not my off time. This is the off time. Have Simon get up and use the potty. Well, actually, yeah. I had to think about timing. Maybe by end of September we'll hit famine. It'll, like I said, it'll really depend on our progress. I'm pretty consistently getting through at least 2 years a month at the moment, so then it would take 2.5 months from now. Or Laura of the eternally stinky diaper. She has no diaper to change, but her butt is still stinky. Here, Alice, change into your winter outfit. You'll feel better. Same with you, Adam. Simon, come eat. And Michael as well. Get everyone their food. Okay. Aw, James said his first word. Love that for you, Jamie. All right, Alice, it looks like Simon, you didn't finish your stew. We gotta clean Simon up. Oh, hey, it looks like the weather calmed down. Maybe we'll take Jill out to the village square to meet up with some other kids. Have her spend the day continuing to make friends. If we're gonna do that, I want to make sure her needs are almost full. Unlock the door. Save halfway through Wednesday. Jill's feeling kind of overshadowed by her younger siblings at the moment, which, honestly, That's fair, girlfriend. I mean, I don't have any younger siblings, but I mean, I always wanted a younger sibling, but who knows how I would have reacted if I'd been given the reality, you know? All right. This is perfect because Jill needs some fun anyway. Let's invite a couple of our friends. Let's see. Emerson, Lias, Emma, and our cousins Ida and Hellwise. Invite all the other village children. Come play. Leo, stop that. One second. Play Explorer together. Think the weather's about to turn, so we should send all these kids home. Maroon, welcome in, love. Thanks for collecting your daily blanket. How are you doing? Hi, y'all. How was your day, Rune? I hope it was a good one. All right, back we are. Baby's on the floor again. Most everyone seems to be. Oh, Laura could use the bathroom. Let's see. Clements could use a cleanup. You can't read, Adam. You can tell a story, but you can't read a story. Potty. All right, Clemence's turn. Give Laura a little bit of a cleanup. And then we'll be getting everyone off to bed here. Okay. Adam, why don't you do a quick play with Laura? All right. Sending everyone off to bed after another cold, wintry day. at him, wash up a little bit, and then go to bed. Oh, no, no. You use the chamber pot, then go to sleep. It's Alice's job to take care of the baby. Go back to sleep, Clemence. Leonardo. lasagna, mamma pizza, circle of life. I know you're tired of me. He's so done with me. Isn't he? Dude, don't wake up, Grandpa. Just use the toilet. Oh, you're not gonna do that. No, 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 no. Bill, the bathroom's over there. Go use it. Fix the toilet. Um, so the background on what happened to Mathilde. She discovered not long into the series that Alice's father was her soulmate, and she put some moves on him after like telling Richard, like there's her son, Richard, her middle child, like, I've met my soulmate. Nothing will ever be the same. And poor Richard just kind of was like, gotta keep this quiet. Don't. And, well, Alice put moves on William. That's Alice's father. I'm sorry, Matilde put moves on Alice's father, William. And he soundly rejected her. Repeatedly. No matter how much their friendship was. He was like, I'm loyal to my wife. I will not betray her. And Matilde got really upset about that. And so she went and had an affair with the priest. So that was a thing. And then she was caught. And this was kind of a big deal because the priest slept with the wife of a married man. And so he got like excommunicated. And so no more priest. But Matilde, because the woman always took the brunt of these sort of things. She was, this was considered grounds for Hobbes to divorce her, which he did after, like, she was found guilty. Basically, her head was shaved, and she was exiled into the forest and assumed dead. Because it was winter. And she was left with nothing but rags on her back. So, because that's how they punished back then. They were creative with punishments back then. You gotta give them points for creativity, right? They got creative with punishments in those days. Versus, like, today, it's just like jail. And just jail. Like, you don't have creative punishments anymore, it feels like. Which, in many ways, is probably for the best. She's actually dead. I like killed her off in the background because, I mean, she was exiled, basically banished with no resources, with hardly any clothes in the dead of winter. Our girl froze to death, guaranteed, if she didn't get like attacked by something. And so that was the end of Matilde. Womp womp womp. Yep. I'm gonna take a quick break here and feed my kitty cats their dinner, and I will be right back. Welcome back from ads. Where's our kitty? Take the camera. I know. I'm so embarrassing. Shelly, welcome in. Good to see you again, my friend. How you doing? Looks like James had a blowout all over Adam. Let's see. Venom, welcome in, love. Good to see you again. How you doing? Thanks for collecting your daily blanket. Checking everyone's needs. As goodness knows, Sims can't take care of themselves. Well, that's hard. I mean, so many of the kids are so little right now. We haven't gotten to see a ton of their personalities yet. Obviously, I'm super fond of Jill because we've had the most time with Jill out of her generation. But I'm looking forward to seeing them all kind of grow up and develop. Do you have a favorite, Megs? Who's your favorite? Anybody want to say who your favorite is? Feel free in the chat. You love Jill? She's so sweet. I mean, you're close. I mean, her name is spelled with a G for Jill during this time period. And she's got an E on the end. But I know who you mean, even if you don't spell them right. That's okay. Some of these old spellings are not as intuitive. Dude, you should at least be wearing your, like, outside clothes. We will get to see Michael become a child in the next year. So we will have two that are child age. Before much longer. And that'll give us a really solid idea of how much he's gonna look like Adam. Honestly, I think his face is a lot more like his mother, Sibylle. Michael's emotional control is in range to earn the uncontrolled emotions trait. Well, that's exciting. But we've got lots of time for that to change. Oh, he just kicked his grandpa in the shin. Jill, however, Jill looks a lot like Adam between her coloring and like her eye shape. I think she's gonna look a lot like Adam when she grows up. I think Laura, these are my predictions. I think Laura's gonna look a bit more like Alice in the face. Hmm. I think Simon's gonna look more like Alice too. I think both the twins take more a little bit more after Alice in the face shape and eye shape and stuff. And I think James is gonna look more like Adam. Clemence, if she was going to live, she will not, unfortunately. I have to remember, I actually did do like an age up to see what she was gonna look like. Honestly, I think because I see her picture now, and I think Clemence was pretty good mix overall of the two of them. Sims genetics are so like copy paste, you know? So it's not often you get ones that are actually like mixed up where they've got like the nose of one, but the lips of another and the eye shape of one and um cheekbones of the other. Usually it's like this one's face, this one's coloring. Simple. See. There. Now Alice can do laundry. It's too cold to do it outdoors. Jill's your favorite too, Kelvin? Oh, well, fingers are crossed for her. She becomes a teen the same year the famine starts, so we'll see what happens with her story. She's easy to love, that's for sure. Now that each of the brothers have at least one son, it feels like we're a little, knock on wood, because there are events that can upend this. But currently, we have a pretty good chance of continuing the family name for another generation. That doesn't mean we won't keep up with Jill and what goes on in her life and whatnot. Just like with Richard and Peony's house, Richard and Peony and Everard and Basilia will pop in for her house too after she gets married. Anyone else need potty, cleaning, anything? Gotta get everybody to bed here. Clemens could take a turn at the potty. All right. And I mean, of Adam's children, I think, yeah, let's see. Yeah, no, I mean, she's got a 3-year age gap between herself and her next sibling, her next living sibling, being Michael, who's 3 years younger than her. Um, Clemens is 4 years younger. And then, I mean, there's a 6-year age gap between Jill and the twins, Laura and Simon. Because you gotta remember, I mean, Jill has lost 4 siblings, 3 of which so far younger than her. That is part of her story. It's no wonder she's upset about siblings when she keeps seeing them die. I would be too. It'd be like, why? Why did you do this to me? Jill, wash hands, and then we'll send you to bed. Adam can use the chamber pot and then go to bed. I mean, Hellwise has also had a rough stick as the oldest sibling in her family because she's also lost three younger siblings to date. Ida has lost two. Let's see. Here, Laura, just eat a pear. Eat a pear and go back to bed. Don't wake up your sister. She needs her sleep. There we go. It's Friday. In game. And possibly in your time zone, depending on, you know, where you're at. Just got Friday and Saturday to get through. I am still working on making a timeline for like easy catch up if people miss episodes. I have not had as much time as I thought I was going to have originally to dedicate to it. So it is in progress, but it is coming. Adam back off. Let Alice take care of the baby. You go make a snow angel or something. Clean up. All right. I think Everard's daughter Hellwise is really, really sweet too. Um, Looking forward to seeing all the kiddos that survive grow up. Adam, could you replace the water in the laundry basin, please? That would be helpful. What are you doing? Hey, stop chewing on that. Sorry, cats. Ugh. I got these new like barefoot shoes for my little like under desk home treadmill. And I didn't really think about it, but they've got these semi laces that are like cord, you know? And I didn't really think about how tempting that would be for a cat when I bought them. Which toddler needs to use the bathroom the most? Michael. You know, I am trying to incorporate a few like family names into the generations here, but I don't want to get too heavily in it because like I've discovered in my own genealogy where there were like two parallel branches in my family tree, the one I'm descended from and then like the immediate cousins, that branch off. Every single, I am not exaggerating. You had like four generations where every single boy born was either a Thomas, a Henry, an Edmund, or a Robert. You realize how complicated that makes genealogy? And granted, we're like tracking this ourselves, so we don't have to like dig for documents to like verify connections the way I have to in real life genealogy. But it's the principle of the thing. I feel like, guys, like it got to a point my sister and I looked at each other and I'm like, they couldn't have thrown in a John somewhere in 100 years. Nope. They all had the same four names across every generation for like four generations. It's like, please don't do that. Family names are great, but if your first cousin is also naming their kids all the same names, maybe pick something a little more original. Though I have to say, some people were not creative namers because I've got like one section of the family tree where it's like the one boy they had was named right after the dad, which fine, very common. But then every single girl, so the mother was Margaret, and then all her daughters were Margaret, Martha, Marjorie, Maria. Um, I'm missing one. There was like six or seven, and it's all like Mary. There was also a Mary. There was a Maria and a Mary. It's like they were not creative namers, at all. Did not have a lot of imagination. At least the people who give all their kids the same initials choose names that are distinctly different from one another. Can you imagine growing up and like your name is Mary and your sisters are Maria, Martha, Marjorie, Margaret, um, like, and your mother is also Margaret, which granted you would only just call mom, but still. Get everyone to eat some food. Laura, you can use the potty now. Clements, come take a nap. Oh, I heard somebody online, though, I will say. They were like proposing new nicknames for like really common names, and one of them really stood out to me. I probably won't use it in real life myself, but they're like, why has no one ever used Moth as the nickname for Timothy? And I was just thinking, that's a rad nickname for Timothy. Moth. Timothy. Honestly, Moth in general, I feel like would be kind of a cool name. But I feel like in school they'd probably get a lot of jokes like, don't go towards the light. You always gotta, the best, honestly, the best thing you can do if you're looking at baby names, go to, like, maybe you have like a friend who is like a middle school age child or sibling, or you know someone who's a teacher for middle school, or something to that effect. Like, find some middle schoolers in a non creepy manner and get their take on a name, because they will give you full blunt honesty if it's make funnable. My mother tried very hard. Um, but yeah. Yeah. My grandparents, they tried very hard on their names. They chose very, very basic, like, names that really couldn't be made fun of. Let's see. Lena, Michael. All right, I'm gonna have Jill run off the village square here. She's 7, if anyone was wondering. We'll take a couple friends, not all of them, but a couple of them. Oh, I guess it's Friday. Go play together. Should save. It's been a minute. We're officially good friends with Emma. I love that for us. Got a kitty cat in the corner of the screen. Those ears. Okay. Uh, Unless maybe you can make some mushroom soup for everybody. Or maybe we can just have Jill eat the last serving here of stew. No, other people are hungry, so we're gonna need to make some more soup. Oh, we don't. There we go. Mushroom. Make some more mushroom soup. Ads are going to start soon. I'm going to take a very brief break and then we will finish the last day of 1309. Okay, be right back. Well, welcome back from ads. If you had ads, we got just about a day left in the season to get through here to finish up the year. Yeah. Clements, go to the bathroom and then get food. Gray, hello, love. Thanks for collecting your daily blanket. How are you doing? I am feeling good. I'm feeling good today. Thank you for asking. You're pretty good. You got a stand up desk today. Congratulations. And you just know your back is going to thank you. I know mine definitely has thanked me since having a sit and stand desk at home. So I do so much on my computers and stuff. Like, really easy to spend a long time sitting down. Simon, use the potty, grab some food, and then go to sleep. We'll deal with your stinkiness tomorrow. Got 1 day left to get through to wrap up the year. And the decade. One of our first roles on Saturday will be Adam. Adam will be aging up to an adult, turning 30, as his birthday is listed as March 1st. So he will be turning 30, which means we've got to do his adulthood role. He most likely will fail that role, and we will learn how many years he has left. Famine notwithstanding. Because he'll still have to roll for the famine. I mean, there is a chance. There's about a 50% chance that he will pass the adulthood roll. But, I mean, that's a coin toss, so those aren't great odds. And I do that because for me, I have adulthood as 30 to 60. And most people would have died during that age if they made it to adulthood. But yeah, we'll have his role first thing. And then the next 2 years we'll have, let's see, like 2 or so each. Because like Richard and Alice are the same age. So both their roles will be in 1311. And then we won't have Everard and Basilius until 1315 because they're a little bit younger. Let's see, and Peony will be 1313 is when she turns 30. I should probably have Basilia have another baby. She does have more tries, and she has more slots in her household. We should probably have Basilia have another baby. But I kind of want to spread them out a little more now that she's got like a son, but I guess we'll see what happens to little Robert. I want everyone to be asleep. Why aren't you asleep? Go to sleep, all of you. I don't care that you're stinky. We'll clean you tomorrow. Laura, go back to sleep. Right, Alice, why don't you go ahead and get up and feed James? Okay. Where are you off to, little one? To play in the snow at 5 a.m.? You do you, I suppose. Alright. You're awake. We'll work on cleaning you. Clean up Laura. Alice, wash up. More cleanup. Always kids dirty. Clean up Simon. Trying so hard to have all the children be clean. We've got 5 kids under 5 and then a 7-year-old. That is the 5 under 5 and a 7-year-old. That is the current breakdown of Adam's living children. I don't know where my kitty cats went. Clean up Clements. No, I told you to use. Oh. And we had another stinky kid. Just when I thought we had them all cleaned up. Adam, wash up. Okay. Harvest all. Harvest that barley, Adam. Anybody else find it relaxing to watch Sims garden? Or is it just a me thing? Oh, yay, onions. Oh, we gotta take a break from harvesting and have him go use the chamber pot. Have Hob take over here. Some of the harvesting. Oh, you need to pee too. Go figure. Oh, I think Adam had a bladder failure. Alice, why don't you focus on doing a little cooking? Hob can come use the chamber pot. Alice, I told you to cook. Why aren't you cooking? You started to cook and you didn't finish. You did not follow through. Okay. Alright. Call the meal so everyone will come eat. Well, okay. Gotta feed James. Okay. Right, Clemence's turn. Time for Simon to go to sleep. No. Honey, the toilet is right there. Just go potty and then you can go to bed. All right, Michael's turn. Go potty and then get into bed. He might pass out before he can go potty. Stinky diaper. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, toddlers are not great, but they can at least like do stuff versus like the infants, you literally have to do everything for them. And it's constant. Like they can at least amuse themselves a little when they're toddlers. So I like how cute the infants are. I don't like gameplay with them. But now I'm in a gameplay where I'm going to have to deal with them pretty much constantly. So, Alice, you're going to pass out. Go to sleep. Adam's turn and Michael's turn. Still wash up a little bit and then go to bed. Bob, go to bed. Okay, we've almost got everybody in bed. And use the chamber pot before you soil yourself again. Alright, I feel like this is close enough. I'm gonna save, and that wraps up. We're just before midnight now. So we've officially completed our first decade in the Ultimate Decades Challenge. So yay! We did it! Sorry, I don't sound like super like gung ho just because um I'm tired. I am doing a co-working stream tomorrow where I'm going to be actually working on like the background stuff for Ultimate Decades, that is like NPC management and whatnot. Um, yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow's stream. We'll be starting about 2 p.m. Eastern. And I think we have like 4 roles just in. Yeah, we have like 4 different birthdays just in spring of 1310, the way it worked out. So yeah, lots of action happening. That'll be on Saturday. Let me see if we have a friend who's playing The Sims. Okay. Well, we made a new friend like a week or so ago with somebody who had rated us, and why don't we try and pay that back, spread the love, and that's taking Kara myself. Oh wait, we already rated her recently. I had to think about that. Wait a minute. I'm trying to think, who have I not rated in the last 30 days? I try to spread people out. Maybe Pacific? Let me check. Twitch lets me know if I've rated somebody within the last 30 days. Pacific in the last 30 days. Okay. She's doing a build and chill at the moment. Looks pretty cool. So why don't we go raid Pacific Creative, who is a lovely bean. Go say hi to the Squirrel Scouts. First raid message is for followers, or if you're just hanging out tonight. Second is for subscribers. Copy your raid messages. You will get some extra channel points if you come along with the raid. Like I said, I am streaming the next 2 days. Tomorrow's just background work and co-working, so if you need somewhere to be productive, you can be productive with me and see what the backside of Ultimate Decades looks like on my stream. So, if any of that sounds fun to you, I will hopefully see you there. If not, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, time zone, day, night, whatever you are, wherever you are. And it'll be a goodbye for now, my guys, gals, and non binary pals. Until next time.